realized in that moment that these people will never support me, you know? Like, okay, this was just money and it was just $1,000, which is still a lot, but if it were anything else, they won't support me, you know? This reminds me also, we were having dinner, Teresa, me, and some other people. And Teresa starts talking about this one queen she had in the past. And this dinner, there's like 3 or 4 other people there. And she starts talking about the queen's personal life. And she's like, yeah, she lied about being sexually harassed. I don't trust her. She's a liar. And I was like, excuse me, but like, how do you know that she... And she's like, I know it. She's a liar. She lied. Nothing happened. And I was like, don't you think you should believe your queen? Like, if she told you that she was on a work trip with MGI. I don't know the whole story or who the queen was, but apparently she was on a trip to South Sudan with MGI, and she got sexually harassed by the general manager of the hotel. And she told Teresa, and Teresa says, I asked the general manager, he said nothing happened, I just dropped her in her room. And I realized in that moment that that poor girl was probably sexually harassed, and she told the only people who she had at that time with her was Teresa. And they didn't believe her. Like, okay, first of all, how do you prove that something like that happened? It's very difficult, that's very complicated. But if you tell your organization, like, they need to believe you, you know? Like, you call yourself mommy for a reason. You need to at least believe your queen and not shit talk her years later at a table with random people, you know? And I realized I would be the next girl. Like, if anything ever happens to me on one of these trips, God forbid, anything. This money is one example, but anything worse, you know, I cannot rely on them for anything, because frankly, they don't care if I live or die. As long as I'm there to smile at their events, as long as I keep my body super skinny the way they like, they don't care if I live or die. They just want me to be there to go on TikTok live and make money for them and show up at their events. That's it. That's all they want from me.